When to give up on the no contact rule and getting your ex back. So, my name is Christine, and I'm a dating, relationship, and personal development coach. And today I'm going to be talking about the no contact rule, when you should give up on this kind of thing, and when you should give up on getting your ex back. So, the problem that can happen with people that are using the no contact rule is it keeps them stuck and it stops them from moving on because you're consuming all of this content on the no contact rule. You're watching video after video it could be my videos, it could be videos by other dating coaches, or it could be a mixture. But basically, if you're unfamiliar with the no contact rule is basically when you don't contact your ex for an extended period of time in hopes that that would make them miss you and want to come back. So usually the people that use the no contact rule and are using it, let's say consciously, are the people that actually want to get their ex back. However, I feel like if you keep on watching content on that kind of stuff, it can do more harm than good sometimes. And I think the point where you need to stop watching content on the no contact rule, as if it's been for a long time and it's kind of clear that your ex isn't going to come back. Because one of the things that I say is, you need to assume when your ex breaks up with you that they're never coming back. And therefore, no contact should just be a natural thing anyway that happens. You just realize, okay, they dumped me. They don't want to be in this relationship with me. I don't want to be with someone that doesn't want to be with me. So I'm just not going to talk to them anymore. And if they want to come back, that's cool. But if not, that's also cool. Because the point is that you want to be with someone who actually wants to be there. And if someone dumps you, then it's clear that they obviously don't want to be there, unless at some point they make a mistake. They realize that they've made a mistake. And the only way they can kind of realize that they've made a mistake is if they know that they have lost you. And therefore you go into a no contact period where you don't talk to your ex at all. And it gives them that time basically to think if, they made the right choice or not. And if they love you and care about you and they're not stubborn, then they'll come back. They'll reach out to you at some point. But the thing is if you are watching a lot of content on the no contact rule, videos on how to get your ex back, those sort of topics, the thing is, it's kind of weird, right, about the content you consume, because the content you consume actually, in a way, becomes you. So if you're always watching videos on the no contact rule and how to get your ex back, then basically you are kind of like embedding into your identity as someone who isn't over their ex and is using the no contact rule all the time. So obviously, if you want to really get over your ex, and you really want things to start looking better, then you need to stop focusing your attention on the no contact rule and getting your ex back, because it's just simply could be doing a lot more harm than good, and it's keeping you stuck. If you want change in your life, and if you want to truly move on, and if you want to get better, and you want to find someone who actually wants to be with you, who hasn't dumped you, who does want something romantic with you and won't dump you, then you need to start looking at different content that actually facilitates that, right? So you need to be watching videos on perhaps like dating advice, dating tips. They don't have to be my videos. There are plenty of other dating coaches out there. But the point is that you need to shift your identity, because I feel like if you keep on watching videos about the no contact rule, about how to get your ex back, the thing that's going to happen is that you're just going to stay where you are. You're not going to be moving on properly. And basically, if it's time to move on, is if, it's been a really long time since your ex spoke to you. And I can't give you like an exact amount of days when you should do this. And to be honest, I feel like most people should be doing this pretty immediately. They should be getting on with their lives. But I do understand that it does take a while to get over breakups, because they are difficult, they aren't easy. So don't feel bad if you have been stuck for a long time and you really still aren't over it. So but you need to start looking and consuming other content, because it's not going to help you get over it if you keep on crossing off the days. Because I feel like that's what a lot of people do with the no contact rule. They hear people say, oh, it's going to take 45 days and your ex will contact you, or you should wait 30 days and you should contact your ex. So there's a lot of different kinds of information out there on how to use the no contact rule and all that kind of stuff. But if you're kind of like looking at your calendar, you know, let's say you've marked on the calendar the day you're finally going to contact your ex, or the day that is predicted that your ex will message you, you know, it's just keeping you stuck. And I don't want you to be stuck. I want you to be happy. I want you to be living the life that you want to live. And living with someone, being with someone in a romantic relationship with someone who wants to be there. And I want you to find that person. And I know it's a cliche, but your ex really is your ex for a reason. It didn't work out. And sometimes an ex can come back, but if they do come back, they usually come back pretty soon. You know, if they care about you and love you and you've gone into no contact and you're not speaking to them, if they care about you and love you and want to be with you, they're going to try and do something. They're going to try and put themselves in your orbit in some way to try and get your attention. And if they're not doing that, and if they're not trying, then it's harsh, but they simply just don't care enough, or they're happy that the breakup happened and they're truly happy that the breakup happened. And if that's the case, you have to let them go. And you can't just be, you know, watching day after day videos on the no contact rule and how to get an ex back and doing all those things, because it really is just going to keep you stuck and thinking about, you know, those kinds of similar things. You want a change. You want a difference in your life. And the only way you can do that is to stop. You know, not the only way, but one of the ways that you can do that is by stopping yourself from consuming content on these ideas, because it is really keeping you stuck. You become, you know, what you read, what you listen to, what you watch. I know this isn't, you know, 100%. Like, if you watch a documentary about a psychopath, that doesn't mean you're going to become a psychopath or anything like that. But, you know, when you watch these kinds of things, you know, especially tips on like how to and advice, you take these more things on board because it's an informative video, right? So you start practicing it, right, in your life. Like I said, it's different with things that you watch that are like for entertainment purposes and things that you watch for informative things that you're trying to do and incorporate into your own life. So, you know, don't get me mixed up there. So, you know, when it comes to these informative videos, you know, you need to start switching it to something different, right, in order to make a difference. Because if not, then it's going to just keep you stuck. And that's not a very nice place to be. We want you to get over this ex, start moving on with your life, find someone better, and have that life that you truly want, because that's what I want for you. I want you to be living a life that you are truly happy about. And I think that sometimes the no contact rule, how to get your ex back, these kinds of videos, if you're watching them a lot, it can prevent you from doing that, and it can keep you stuck and not moving on with your life. And you really do need to move on with your life if it's been a long time and you've heard nothing from your ex. So if you'd like help with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.